Well, with many economists predicting a recession in 2023, many investors are left to wonder how it could impact their money and their bank accounts. Here with some tips to help get our finances ready for a possible recession is our money and business expert, Derek Kenny. Derek, thank you for being with us.
Hi, Morgan. Great to see you.
All right, first question for you. I know, the first piece of advice you give is to really pay off that high interest debt. Can you get into what kind of debt that is and why that's so important right now?
The bottom line is people are working so hard right now. They want to make sure their money works as hard for them. And when you think about a credit card, some of those cards charge 15, 18, 20% interest. Just making the minimum payment doesn't make much headway. You want to keep paying that down, but also prioritize your debt based on the highest interest rate to the lowest. And that may mean pay down the car a little bit more, pay down the credit card. The bottom line, if economic things get soft, you want to make sure you have the least amount of debt to give you the most financial control.
And we also know it's important to really build up an emergency fund. Do you have any advice on the best ways to do that at this time?
Yeah, generally speaking, you want to have about 3 to 6 months of what I call committed living expenses. Think about your rent, your mortgage, electricity, car payment, food, those basic essentials. You want to have enough to cover at least 3 to 6 months of that. But keep in mind, this is variable based on how secure your job is. For example, if you're a teacher, an educator, very, very secure job, you might want to have a little bit less in reserves. If you're a business owner, maybe your business is very volatile or seasonal, keeping more in cash to give you a cushion. The bottom line is the more cash leads to more peace of mind for most people.
So we've gone through two things that we should actively be doing. You've also got some advice on what we should not do, like making big purchases. What are some of the things you think a consumer should avoid right now?
Yeah, so many people are worried about the economy. We've got sky high inflation. Is there a recession coming? Is the economy going to slow down? All of those are causing people worry about, are they confident to take their hard-earned money and put money down on a house or a car or a computer or these bigger ticket items? Right now, what most economists are telling us is if you can wait, it's a good time to wait. The only reason why you would not want to wait is if you have a business and you buy something before the end of the year, you can write that off as a business expense. Talk to your accountant about that.
And maybe just a great way to kind of wrap up the super important conversation. In a recession, what is the biggest mistake a person can make?
Well, first of all, it's to panic, and that is don't keep putting money into the stock market. Don't keep adding to your 401k, and don't keep investing. One thing that we know is when it feels the crunchiest economically is later on down the road was actually the best time to put money into the stock market. So keep adding, and even though it's going down, you're buying more shares. And when the sun does come back out of the market, eventually things do rise, and your balances will thank you for it.
All right, we know our finances are always so important to us, especially now. So thank you so much, Derek, for making us a bit smarter about them. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you, Morgan.